What if a single year could rewrite the entire script of your life? According to the famed mystic Sylvia Browne, 2026 will do exactly that for 3 zodiac signs. This isn't a fleeting prediction, but a profound cosmic forecast, suggesting a shift in the very fabric of fate for those under specific celestial alignments. Imagine a year where the universe doesn't just nudge you in the right direction, but actively rewires the circuitry of your reality, turning latent potential into undeniable triumph. While most years pass like familiar chapters in a well-worn book, some arrive as seismic events, lightning strikes of destiny that illuminate paths previously shrouded in shadow. Sylvia Browne, with her renowned intuitive sight, peered into the future and pinpointed 2026 as one of these rare, catalytic moments. It's prophesied to be a period where luck ceases to be a whimsical visitor and transforms into a permanent resident for a chosen few. This goes beyond the realm of vague, daily horoscopes. It is a specific, targeted prophecy of deep, personal revolution. So, which signs are destined to have their realities fundamentally reshaped? The answer might not only redefine your expectations for the coming year, but could fundamentally alter your understanding of your own potential. To comprehend the weight of this prophecy, we must first understand the concept of a luck year in metaphysical terms. In astrological cycles, certain years are marked by grand transit, slow-moving planetary alignments that create overarching themes for humanity and individuals. The year 2026 is influenced by such a confluence, where Jupiter, the planet of expansion and fortune, forms harmonious aspects with Saturn, the planet of structure and karma, in key areas of the zodiac. This creates a unique window where opportunity Jupiter meets durable foundation Saturn. It's a cosmic recipe for building lasting success, not just experiencing fleeting windfalls. Sylvia Browne's insights, though not purely astrological, resonated with this energetic blueprint, identifying it as a period where spiritual readiness intersects with material reward. The chosen few are not selected arbitrarily. They are the signs whose inherent qualities and current life positions align perfectly with this incoming wave of constructive, expansive energy. They are poised not just to receive luck, but to metabolize it to turn chance into legacy. For Aries, 2026 isn't just a new calendar, it's a new cosmic rulebook. The universe seems to recalibrate in their favor, turning the simmering coals of long-held ambition into a radiant, guiding flame. Browne's writing suggests this sign will tap into a primordial reservoir of fire and unwavering determination, fueling advancements that are less about small steps and more about quantum leaps. This is the year where the Aries individual stops merely climbing the established ladder and instead forges a new one from raw materials, leading to a vantage point they alone envisioned. Their professional life transforms from a field of effort into a playground for strategic masterstrokes. Leadership roles, entrepreneurial ventures, and lucrative projects don't passively appear. They actively seek out the Aries aura. Why is this? The Mars-ruled energy of Aries aligns with 2026's theme of initiated action. It's as if their innate willingness to start, to charge forward, becomes a magnet for circumstances requiring exactly that bravery. Their confidence ceases to be an internal feeling and evolves into a tangible, magnetic force field, pulling essential resources, supportive allies, and golden opportunities directly into their orbit. One bold, decisive move made in the first quarter of the year could set off a domino effect of positive events, reshaping their entire career landscape before the summer solstice. However, this immense power carries a crucial inherent warning. The very fire that forges unbreakable triumph can, if left unchecked, burn down the structures it was meant to build. The Aries challenge in 2026 is one of focused direction, not just raw output. Financially, stability becomes the non-negotiable foundation, not the distant goal. Investments made with clear vision and research, particularly during the fertile energy of Aries season itself and the following Taurus spring, will grow with a surprising, steady certainty. This isn't speculative gambling. It's strategic positioning rewarded. Yet, the true soul test arrives around the mid-year point, likely coinciding with a significant lunar cycle. Aries may face a deeply tantalizing choice between a safe, known, and comfortable path and a risky, luminous, and unknown opportunity that glimmers with potential. Logic may scream for caution, but in 2026, for Aries, the heart holds the master key. The intuitive pull toward the riskier option is often the universe's way of guiding them onto their accelerated path. By autumn, the tangible results of this courage will materialize. Contracts signed with favorable terms, new ventures expanding beyond initial projections, and a profound internal sense of mastery. The year closes with Aries not merely having achieved a list of objectives, but having integrated a mature understanding of directed will. The power to channel their legendary energy with precision for lasting effect. For Taurus, 2026 initiates a profound and welcome awakening. The solid, beloved ground they cherish doesn't disappear into instability. Instead, it begins to vibrate with a new, potent, and fertile energy. It's the difference between static earth and soil ripe for a spectacular harvest. The first months feel less like an earthquake and more like the gentle, persistent shaking off of a deep slumber, quiet, internal renovation of their core values and self-perception. Financially, the year starts with promising, almost whispered, hints. An unexpected offer from a past contact arrives. A delayed payment finally comes through, or a new, small income stream bubbles up from a hobby or side project. The critical Taurus lesson here is to not refuse these initial gifts out of a fear of change or an attachment to routine. Accepting these early tokens, however modest, signals to the universe a readiness to receive more. As spring solidifies, recognition follows. Their ideas, often patiently developed, begin to gain real traction. Their unique style or approach is noted and appreciated, pulling them into a season of being authentically seen for their worth. This growing visibility blossoms into concrete, career-defining opportunities by mid-year. For the entrepreneurial Taurus, this is the unequivocal green light to launch, backed by a sense of divine timing. For others, it manifests as a promotion that recognizes their steadfast reliability, or a project that strategically shifts their professional destiny onto a more prosperous track. Money, in a delightful turn, begins to flow from surprising and sometimes forgotten sources. An old investment matures favorably. A creative project from years past finds a new market, or a business line that was stagnant suddenly surges. Each event feels less like random chance and more like the universe orchestrating a long overdue repayment for years of quiet, unshakable diligence. However, the summer months bring a vital test of discernment. With a sudden flood of options and invitations, Taurus must master the art of strategic refusal. The key to their 2026 success is not in gathering everything, but in wisely weeding out the distracting, less aligned opportunities to concentrate their formidable energy on what truly resonates with their core values. This conscious cleansing is what paves the way for an even steeper and more significant ascent in the latter half of the year. By fall, a beautiful and enriching duality emerges. Their material stability deepens and becomes more secure. Yet simultaneously, their heart begins to seek richer meaning and emotional, spiritual depth. This is the period when life may present a transformative journey, pilgrimage of sorts, so we're introduced. A person who fundamentally alters their worldview, showing them that security and adventure are not mutually exclusive. For creative Taurians, this period is explosively inspired, where their sensual appreciation for beauty translates directly into profitable art or design. By the final chapter of the year, Taurus achieves a state of peaceful, grounded triumph, deep-seated, bone-knowing certainty that they are living a life they consciously built with their own capable hands, standing upon a foundation that is finally and irrevocably, unshakably their own. Gemini enters 2026 not with a bang, but with a quiet, buzzing, intellectual anticipation, as if the world is secretly assembling a sophisticated stage specifically for their performance. Their greatest asset this transformative year is the sublime fusion of their innate logic with a newly heightened, trustworthy intuition, a cognitive superpower that allows them to navigate apparent chaos and instantly perceive the hidden, elegant pattern within it. Movement begins not with force, but with clever subtlety in early spring. Situations that were hopelessly stalled suddenly resolve as if a hidden knot was cut. Old professional and personal contacts reemerge, not with nostalgia, but with new purpose and potential. Doors that were firmly closed now swing open from an unseen, well-oiled hinge. This is a time for agile speed and a leap of faith, trusting that the net will appear. Opportunities in communication, technology, media, and innovation are particularly blessed by the year's airy intellectual currents. A bold, well-articulated idea shared publicly in April could resonate with unexpected and powerful frequency, attracting exactly the right support, funding, or collaborative attention. The summer months are marked by a delightful series of serendipitous connections. Chance meetings feel fated, and even short trips or casual conversations can unlock doors to significant opportunities. Their voice, whether written in a proposal, spoken in a meeting, or expressed through digital content, carries an incredible, persuasive weight, effortlessly opening hearts and minds. Financially, growth is steady and cumulative, building undeniable momentum toward a noticeable and satisfying peak in the third quarter. However, the mid-year point presents the central moment of truth for Gemini. The universe gently but firmly asks if they are ready to transition from brilliant, multifaceted talk into focused, decisive action. It's the shift from playwright to director. Those who answer this call with a definitive yes will find the necessary resources, partners, and logistical support aligning almost magically, as if the script writes itself around their decision. The year culminates with Gemini no longer juggling endless, fascinating possibilities, but standing confidently at the center of their own expanding universe. Having successfully architected a tangible, prosperous, and multifaceted reality directly from their best and most visionary ideas. For Cancer, the year unfolds not with sudden shocks, but with the deep, powerful, and inexorable rhythm of a tide's flow. Emotionally resonant, unstoppable, and profoundly transformative. Their already potent intuition sharpens further into a reliable inner guiding compass, making gut feelings as valid as data. The early months bring a subtle but sure renewal of their social and professional circles, where even small, courageous changes, like attending a new event or reaching out to a kindred spirit, significant and positive ripple effects. By the nurturing energy of spring, a quiet, resilient strength within them becomes visible to others, attracting offers and invitations that recognize their depth, not just their output. A deal or agreement made during these early, intuitive months can plant small but potent seeds that will yield a substantial and rewarding harvest. By the height of summer, April and May are potent months of cosmic reciprocity. Kindness is offered, support given, and emotional labor invested in the past return to them multiplied, often in financial form or as unwavering loyalty from newfound allies. Initial financial breakthroughs begin here. This period requires a specific bravery from Cancer, the courage to accept that they are genuinely ready for a larger role, a bigger venture, or the security of a new home. It's about believing they deserve the abundance that is circling them. June often brings a pleasing opening of multiple financial channels, a bonus, a successful side hustle, a profitable sale, a tangible material reward for their enduring emotional persistence and loyalty. The core lesson for Cancer in 2026 is that luck isn't a random accident, but a natural consequence of the ability to hold steady. Remain open-hearted and gracefully receive what the universe is offering. The emotional and material pinnacle arrives in the heart of summer, where they can realistically achieve something they previously only dared to whisper in their private dreams. Whether in the realm of love, family, or a cherished personal ambition, as the year progresses, they elegantly evolve from seeking external security to embodying it. Their natural, nurturing empathy transforms from a perceived vulnerability into a formidable strength that actively draws supportive people and sustaining prosperity toward them. By December, they stand firm and centered, having learned through experience that their legendary sensitivity is not a weakness to be managed, but the very sophisticated compass that expertly guided them to a triumphant and deeply peaceful harbor. Leo's 2026 begins with a royal, unambiguous call to action. The universe doesn't bother with whispers. It announces with fanfare that their time in the spotlight has decisively arrived. Early-year cosmic energies act as a swift and efficient clearing crew, removing outdated people, draining situations, and limiting habits to make pristine space for a magnificent new beginning. Recognition finds them, even when they aren't actively seeking it, and serendipitous invitations lead to pivotal, high-value connections. Spring is a period of visible, undeniable expansion. Personal projects accelerate with surprising ease. Key allies appear at perfect moments, and finances grow not just in amount, but as a symbolic promise of future abundance and influence. May ignites their innate creative fire, making it a perfect, potent time for launches, major presentations, and bold artistic expressions. June amplifies this energy into a distinct peak of good fortune, where major financial actions or investments are particularly blessed and likely to succeed. However, the height of summer presents the defining, soul-level choice of their year: to remain in the known, comfortable kingdom of the familiar, or to gather their courage and leap into the glorious, exciting unknown where their true legacy awaits. Choosing the leap, despite the fears, what unlocks a new, higher tier of personal influence and profound spiritual clarity. After a necessary period of well-earned reflection in early autumn, a surprising, grand, and almost storybook offer often appears in October, finally testing and then magnificently rewarding their foundational self-belief. The year ends with Leo in a state of grateful, authentic power, no longer performing for an external audience's validation, but calmly and confidently ruling the self-created realm of their own magnificent life. For Virgo, 2026 is the year of profound and welcome metamorphosis. The meticulous planner and analyst finds themselves caught in a divine, efficient flow where events and opportunities move with a speed and synchronicity that outpaces any human schedule. The early months feel less chaotic and more like the universe is strategically, intelligently rearranging the core pieces of their life puzzle for maximum benefit. An unexpected opportunity arising in January or February, even if it seems small or off track, should be examined closely, as it can set the entire year's victorious trajectory. Speed and courage in decision-making temporarily become their new essential tools over excessive analysis. By spring, they receive clear, undeniable confirmation they're on the right path, often delivered through a fateful meeting with a mentor or a perfectly timed idea that solves a long-standing problem. April crackles with dynamic, productive energy, opening strong financial flows directly related to new ventures, promotions, or streamlined systems that increase profitability. The mid-year point is less about external events and more a moment of internal arrival, a powerful feeling of having finally outgrown an old, limiting version of themselves. This newfound quiet confidence pushes them into a deserved spotlight by June, where their deep competence is finally and fully recognized by the right people. Summer brings not just material rewards, but also the practical wisdom to systematize and protect these gains. The final quarter of the year deepens their intuition, leading to wise, long-term investments and a profound, satisfying sense of holistic fulfillment. December concludes with Virgo as the master architect, standing serene within a reality of beautiful harmony and well-deserved prosperity that they, down to the finest detail, consciously designed. Libra's journey through 2026 is a beautiful, elegant arc from hesitation to crystal-clear certainty. The year starts at a symbolic crossroads, but each new signpost reliably leads them toward more authentic, soul-directed action. The fundamental key that unlocks their year is the conscious shift from seeking external approval to following an inner, knowing need. Spring awakens the heart with dramatic, inspiring force, bringing both creative inspiration and the necessary courage to live and create without debilitating compromise. When they listen to and act from this heart space, fate itself seems to smooth their path. Recognition and natural career advancement followed this authenticity. By summer, a significant financial breakthrough occurs, often directly linked to their natural skills with people, aesthetics, words, or design. This period requires conscious gratitude and impeccable integrity to sustain and grow the positive flow. After a test of their core principles in late summer, autumn brings grounded, earthy stability, chance to build a true home in both the physical and profound emotional sense. The year's end finds Libra not exhaustively seeking balance, but having become a living embodiment of it, attracting success not through forceful struggle, but by emitting a powerful, harmonious, and irresistibly attractive frequency. Scorpio's 2026 is a classic and powerful phoenix. Narrative, a year of necessary disintegration paving the way for triumphant rebirth. It begins with purposeful endings, a clearing away of old attachments, resentments, or situations that, while familiar, poison their future growth. This process, though potentially painful, makes sacred space for monumental new beginnings. Early signs of the coming upswing appear as fascinating coincidences, returned calls from significant people, or intuitive hunches that prove remarkably accurate. Their spring is a potent time of great internal and external transformation, where trusting their famed, deep intuition leads directly to newfound stability and deep satisfaction. April marks a period where their intense presence, psychological insight, and persuasive power become undeniable to others, attracting serious opportunities and substantial financial gain. The summer months bring necessary tests of discernment in relationships and a triumphant overcoming of internal limiting fears. By late summer, they achieve a powerful, serene calm and unshakable self-mastery. Autumn might bring hidden challenges or corporate intrigue, but their heightened perception allows them to navigate these with strategic ease, alchemizing potential threats into advantages. The year closes with Scorpio in a formidable position of renewed power, hard-earned wisdom, and liberating freedom, having proven to themselves that their greatest strength is the regenerative ability to rise anew, stronger and wiser. From any ashes, Sagittarius becomes the visionary arrow of their own destiny in 2026. The year starts not with a plan, but with a clear, inspired knowing that the time for patient waiting is conclusively over. The universe begins orchestrating surprising reunions and aligning them with the exact right people at the perfect time. Spring brings internal, philosophical answers and the concrete, satisfying manifestation of long-held dreams about freedom and exploration. April is an internal and external fight for self-belief that, when one brings tangible rewards and louder, public recognition, May presents a metaphorical door of great blessing that swings open only once, requiring them to overcome any final, lingering fears to step through into a larger life. The second half of the year is thematically marked by expansion, educational travel, and scaling their influence and philosophy. After a necessary period of internal search for deeper meaning in midsummer, Autumn rewards their generosity and bold, truth-telling ideas with unexpected support and platforms. The year concludes with Sagittarius standing at a new, expansive peak, viewing a horizon they once only imagined, now actively living and adventuring within it, guided by unwavering faith and inspired action. For Capricorn, 2026 is poetically the year the mountain itself moves. The disciplined, long-term planner finds the cosmic rulebook being rewritten favorably in their hands. It starts with decisive, potentially unexpected actions that establish a new, unshakable internal foundation of self-worth, irrespective of external title or status. Early financial hints and subtle professional nods point to major positive changes ahead. Strategic patience through a brief period of testing in late winter is rewarded with a chance that genuinely exceeds all sober expectation. Spring brings an avalanche of positive momentum. Delayed plans activate with renewed vigor, and deals made during this period have the potential to be among the most profitable and enduring of their career. Summer beautifully balances fiery inspiration with strategic calm, leading to opportunities that seem almost too good to be true, yet are perfectly aligned with their preparation. Their inner rebirth in mid-year dissolves old subconscious limitations about their own capacity, allowing them to think, negotiate, and act on a genuinely grander scale. The year's end finds Capricorn not just having climbed a daunting mountain, but having reached the profound realization that they themselves are the mountain, an unshakable, enduring symbol of resilient strength, patience, and destined, durable success. Aquarius, the celestial architect, begins 2026 in a state of quiet, intellectual preparation, intuitively sensing a monumental shift brewing on the horizon. Their entire year is built on the imperative to trust those seemingly crazy, forward-thinking, innovative ideas that arrive early, as they form the crucial blueprint for later success. Movement accelerates noticeably in spring, particularly in technology, science, social causes, or any visionary field, as past delays are compensated for by rapid, progressive advancement. Intuition evolves into a crucial business and life tool, leading to important, like-minded partnerships and new, sustainable financial flows. April offers a first major, validating victory and a simultaneous test to discern true, lasting gold from distracting fool's gold. The summer involves a powerful, liberating cleansing, releasing old karmic obligations and outdated networks to make space for a new, authentically magnetic personal energy that, by August, naturally attracts success and beneficial people. The scale of their thinking and impact expands in autumn, bringing concrete opportunities for wider influence and humanitarian contribution. The year ends with Aquarius in a state of calm, detached mastery, able to see the perfect, intelligent strategy in what once seemed like random chaos. Their unique, revolutionary mind having successfully manifested a tangible new reality. Finally, for Pisces, 2026 is a year of deep, flowing, spiritual rebirth. It starts with subtle premonitions, poignant dreams, and small, everyday signs that the world is communicating directly with their soul. Trusting this gentle intuition, even when it defiantly contradicts conventional logic, is their first and most crucial step. Spring brings softening movement to stagnant areas of life and offers opportunities to show their true, unmasked, compassionate self, leading to the first sweet fruits of their faith. April often delivers a clear, sometimes spectacular, sign from fate: an unexpected promotion, a creative win, public recognition that confirms they are indeed on their destined, soulful path. The year challenges them at midpoint to courageously choose the unknown path over the comforting known, a risk that becomes their direct ticket to a more authentic life. Their profound realization in the heart of summer is the ultimate empowerment. They are conscious creators, not passive bystanders. Their thoughts, emotions, and artistic expressions actively shape their reality. By year's end, after periods of dynamic flow and purposeful emotional cleansing, Pisces achieves the most powerful understanding of all. They don't need to fight for a mere place under the sun. Through radical acceptance and spiritual trust, they have, at last, become the independent, radiant source of the light itself. If this detailed, expansive prophecy for 2026 resonates with your spirit, and you wish to explore more insights into destiny and consciousness, please support this channel's growth by liking this video and joining the ongoing exploration on Mystic 2026 predictions.